Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shauna.
And we're back for another edition of What's in the Glen Wednesday. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're going to do a random draw. And
Number
bottle number two.
This one comes to us from Charles in Florida. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you again, Charles.
I do know that all of Charles are ryes, so just throwing that out there. It will be a rye tonight.
Hey guys, so I don't forget, if you would hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and go ahead and drop us a comment tonight and let us know what's going on.
Yes.
Did you get the right one?
I think so. Was there a different one? Was one a little bit heavier than the other?
I don't know.
I think I got the lighter one, to be honest, but it was towards me.
You probably wanted the lighter one though.
Yeah. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on my drinking.
Are you?
A little bit.
So you just dropping a night out of the week or what?
It's a nice nose. It's
Nice and sweet, isn't it?
It is a little bit sweeter, but I'm also picking up the caramel. The second, like within, it's getting a little bit of the baking spice. It's kind of a fun little nose. I mean, it's almost barely there, but when you like bring it up for the first time, like keep bringing it up, it shows itself to you.
I get a little bit of that spice. I get a little, at first I didn't, but so going along with what you're saying.
Almost getting a little bit of a tobacco note too.
That I'm not getting. Not saying it's not there though.
It's interesting. I'm anxious to try it.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Kind of warm.
Right up front.
I am getting, when I brought it up to my nose and I was, right before I knew I smelled something another flavor, and that same flavor came through to my palate. And I want to almost, I know I use chewing gum a lot, but it's almost like a chewing gum flavor, but not like the real sweet bubble gum one, but more of a, like you've chewed it and all the flavor's gone, but it's still there a little bit. I know.
Anybody know
Mike will be proud. Mike will be proud.
Yeah, that belongs on Mike's tasting ring.
But
already been chewed bubble gum.
I'm not gonna lie, like, because that flavor came through and then it packed a punch right at the beginning, I didn't get a whole lot of more flavors out of it, so I need to go back to it.
So I just want to say, and I know you guys already know what we're having, because I'm sure at this point you've already got it on the screen, but wow, not at all what I expected after the nose.
No.
I mean, that thing came ready to fight.
I expected it to be really mild because the nose is mild. I mean, we were getting some notes off of it, but I did not expect the heat that now this is our first drink.
It is.
First sip
and,
of the night.
It actually, the heat stuck around for me for a good while. Now I've got some kind of something going on with an aftertaste. I'm not sure what that is.
Okay. I prepared for that heat a little bit there. So I'm still getting that note, which I cannot put my finger on exactly what that note is. It's an odd.
Does it kind of, here's what I'm getting underneath the heat. I'm wanting to say it's a sweet note, but not really.
But it's almost pine.
Maybe
I'm
like a
getting,
spearmint or something like that.
A mint that turns into like kind of like a cedar chip.
It's funky. I
And then
mean, it's not a bad thing.
No,
When I say funky, it's just really different.
It has like a leather note to it as well. Not getting like the tobacco, but it's really turning into a minty slash kind of like that cedar or pine, like a and then leather. It's just kind of changes throughout it.
Before my sample's gone, I'm going to rinse my palate off a little bit here. See if that helps.
Now, when I brought it up to my nose that time, I got some cocoa on it. It's a fun pour because it's changing.
To me, the nose continues to present itself just like it did at first. It's just a little bit different.
Definitely getting mint. Definitely getting a little bit of cocoa on it. I'm also getting that cedar slash pine taste. It's kind of like a forestry type flavor.
Did you say forestry?
Yeah, forestry, pine cone, all that kind of stuff. Then you're getting on the finish a little bit of the baking spices, and then it just kind of goes away. Like just those baking spices hang on a little bit. I don't know. It's very unique. I can tell you that I am confident that I've never had anything like this.
So, rinse your palate a little bit.
Okay.
Because that kind of changed the whole game for me. See what you think of that. Good, bad, indifferent? Changed it?
Kind of made it a little bit milder.
Took the edge off of it, yeah.
Did take the edge off of it, but I'm still getting those same flavor notes that I was getting. I may, towards the end, got a little bit of a fruit note.
I feel like the flavors are a little more pronounced.
Yeah.
Once you got that edge off of it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, obviously I know it's a rye. I feel that it's probably in the mid 120s. Like I'm gonna go 125 for a proof point, because to me it is drinking warm. I don't even have a guess of what this might be, because I truly don't feel like it's anything I've ever had before.
I feel it's going to be something new to us, something we haven't had, because, and we'll probably be wrong, because that's just how this works, but I can't lay my finger on having had that before.
No.
That thing was such a shock when it hit the palate, based on what the nose said. Mm-hmm. It really is good, and if you want to talk complex, that is a level of complexity that's really, really unique. Yeah. I mean,
and I like it. I don't know if everybody will like it, because it does have the funky mint that goes into cedar, pine, a little bit of leather.
Yep.
It does have like that little bit of funk. So I don't know if everybody will like it. Me personally, I like it.
And I don't get those leather notes and things like Shauna gets, but that mint, it's a sweetness, but it's not. It's really, I don't know how else to explain it other than like a mint.
Well, in the end, I want to just add, I'm getting a little bit of a nutty note too. More of an almond. I wouldn't say a peanut, but more of an almond note, or a walnut. Maybe it's more of a walnut note on the end, because it's more of a drier nut taste. But still, good pour. I'm going to go 125. No clue what it is. Not even. I don't even have a guess what it is.
Well, like Shauna said, based on who the sample came from, we know it is a rye. I've got no guess on anything beyond that other than I'm going to go low with 118 this time just because we're always so far off on proof. I'm going to take a guess and hope it works out for me. 118.
Again, Charles, thank you so much for these samples.
Yes, sir. These have been fantastic.
They have been really fun. All right, so good news is we have not had these.
We got that right.
Yes. Redwood Empire Emerald Giant Cask Strength at 115.4. So you were much closer to the proof than I was.
Wow,
I'm telling you, when it first entered my palate, I would have swore it was in the 120s. It was warm. Now, third, fourth sip in, got kind of used to it.
It was really mild after you rinsed the palate.
And it was aged at least 4 years. It was a fun pour.
It really was. And I've seen Redwood Empire on the whiskey tube. Like Shauna said, we have not had it. I don't believe it's available here.
I'm not sure, honestly.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I just wanted to check.
She's, I think, checking to see.
I wanted to see if I could find what the mash bill.
Oh, I thought you were looking to see if it was available.
Oh, well,
I can look at that. I've got OHLQ right here.
Typing fast, guys. Promise.
Actually, Redwood Empire. Which one is it?
The Cask Strength, the Emerald Giant, it is a craft rye whiskey, if I can get that out there. Uncut and unfiltered. It is a limited edition Cask Strength offering, so we probably could not get that anymore.
And I was going to say that particular one is not.
It is from
Redwood Empire,
Northern California.
Cask. So it is currently sold out at the store that I was recently at.
So 92% rye, 5% malted barley, and 3% wheat. It's a blend of 4 to 7 year old rye. What they're saying is the nose has delicate herbal tea, soft cinnamon, and dried orange peel. And I could definitely probably see that herbal tea now that they say that. Palate, Earl Grey tea, dark chocolate, coffee beans, warm spice finish. So it definitely got the chocolate on there, but we were both picking up some mint and I was picking up leather.
So far on What's in the Glen Wednesday, I think that's probably the most unique pour we've had.
It is. It was fun.
Yeah, it really was. That's man, that's a good one. If we could come across that.
Yeah, we'd probably most definitely pick that one up just because it's a very fun pour.
It is.
So again, Charles, thank you so much for sending that our way. Something that we probably wouldn't have experienced if you didn't. So thank you very much.
Much appreciated. And I think that's all we've got for tonight.
That is.
Thanks for tuning in as always. And until next time, be safe, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.